Well, some last words, and I will keep it short. I tried that the whole symposium to moderate it, and to be honest, it was an honor and it was a pleasure to do that. Because we have great presenters, we have great panelists, and even more important, you are a great audience. There was a lot of interaction, and that was one of the things that we really wanted to have, and we have that today. And I want to ask you, keep doing that. Be curious, challenge us, challenge the sector, because we all agree that we have to make a transformation. And that's really important. And you are going to help us with that. And you are the future. So I think it was great to do that and to have that. And also time is pressing. We are talking about 2050. That looks like that we have a lot of time, but we don't have that. So thank you. It was an honor to be your chair. And I will give Tim Honig the last words of this symposium. Tim, come on up.
Can everyone hear me? I think so. Thank you, Maartje, for the introduction. Indeed, my name is Tim Honig, and I'm the Commissioner of Symposium this year, of the 2023 Symposium. It was about 7 months ago when we, as the Aviation Department, started organizing this symposium. Me and 6 other students who are sitting here in the front and a couple back there in the technical room had a huge challenge ahead of us. And actually one of the first things that we had to decide upon was the theme of this day. We had an entire summer evening planned for this. We were all there discussing, and a lot of themes were mentioned. And one of the first things that we actually agreed upon was that we did not want to be one of the many symposia on sustainability in aviation. Well, I guess you can see, here we are, we failed. Even though we are one of the many symposia on this subject, we thought that we could still play our part. And I think when you look in this hallway, you can see actually what part that is, and that is inspiring the next generation of engineers. Because all of the speakers and panelists that they were invited here today are currently working on this issue every day. And we've seen that we've already come a long way, and we're doing very well. But we have to accept the fact that we work in a very slowly changing industry. Because for us as aircraft engineers, our main point of concern is the safety of our pilots and the passengers. And what this means is that we, unfortunately, have to innovate very slowly and innovate today. We also have to, it means that we have to put great care into our work. And it also means that we cannot put off the work for a couple of years. That means that we have to start innovating now and today and implementing these ideas as well. Also, we cannot do it alone. There have to be initiatives and collaborations on a global level, like multiple of the speakers have said here today. Because as we've shown today as well, it is not just the issue of replacing kerosene with a zero-emission alternative. And even though I agree that this would get us a very long way, we have to consider the entire operations of the aviation industry. So, that is the job that we have to do. That is what the engineers are working on today, and we as future engineers will be working on in 7 years' time. We have to think of airports to aircraft manufacturers, and engine efficiencies and energy availability. Every little detail matters. Again, we've shown today that this ideal future is possible, but this day would not have been possible without some very important people. First of all, I would like to thank all of the speakers and panelists for making time in their very busy schedules to come here today and inspire us as students. Next up, I would like to thank all of the volunteers from the VSV who might be working in the background, but they're working very hard. Your efforts have definitely not gone unnoticed. And next up, I would like to thank all of the people from the ALA who have hosted this event, as they've done so successfully years on end. And as a final thank you, I'd like to thank Maartje, because you've done a great job today, and this day would not have been possible without your insights and involvement in the organization as well. So thank you very much. When I look in this hall today and see how many people came here to show their interest, I foresee a bright future for the aviation industry. And when I think back to that evening 7 months ago, I'm super happy that we went for this theme. Because even though you might get tired of hearing the word sustainable at every event, every project, and everywhere you go, we simply cannot stop bringing attention to it. Because only via sustainability will we be able to fuel the future. And with those last words, I would like to invite everyone to the innovation floor, where there will be drinks for everyone who joins the network drink. So enjoy.